Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 21 of Let's Play Honor, Honesty, and Loyalty on the Dance of Dragons mod. If you want to get the mod for yourself, do check out the links down below. There is a link to the Patreon where you can get early access to the mod, as it is currently in its beta stage, closed beta specifically. If you just want to see work in progress, though, please do check out their Discord and keep apprised of all the stuff that is going on in the current, like what they're doing and stuff, you know, any teasers and all that. Because you never know, maybe there's some teasers that might make you want to get in the game for yourself. Now, I don't know how long this part's going to be. Now, I don't say that I'm going to be immediately brutal with this, like, opinion. Like, I don't know if this is going to end this. I don't know if this campaign's going to go past this part. And I'm not saying that because I wanted to, but because, unfortunately, I think I weakened the, I think I did too much damage to the Iron Throne that they're, well, they can't actually stand up against the enemy. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, like, pretty much just talk about what the mod's like while we watch Atlanta. So what I will say is, like, as much as I've played this mod like 10 hours now in this campaign, about 4 hours on the High Guard campaign, and like between everything that I've kind of done and every like bit of playing I've done, it really does show itself to be a very like strong mod in the terms of, you know, it's considering the fact that like a few months ago is when I found out about this mod personally. That's when I found out about it, and I don't really know when it really like came to actually being on the level of like finally releasing. Obviously I don't know that, and I can't really speak, you know, to it. The fact that it's come so far from just what I played when I did the Flower of the Reach, where the map was essentially just flat, you know, they're like different all the different armors that are now in the game weren't, as far as I remember, not all of them were in the game. Like a lot of them have been added, new features have been added, and just the sheer amount of stuff they added, like comparatively, it's so impressive. You know, like it's one of those things where it's just like they did such an amazing job with what they've done, and it's you know, I honestly never expected it to be this. I will say, when I walked into this mod like the first time, and I'm going to say this because it's the truth, I never expected it to be as good as it is, or better than A Realm of Thrones. That's my honest opinion when I saw this mod. Is like I thought to myself, I'm going to try it because, you know, that's what, you know, I wanted. I like the idea of it, and I'm completely, you know, on board with wanting more content, you know, more Game of Thrones related stuff, you know, especially Dance of Dragon, as that is a lot more not pressing, but it's more relevant now than, you know, Game of Thrones is, because Game of Thrones obviously is the older, you know, series now. So it, you know, it was really something I wanted to try, and everything like I've done so far of it has been really good. There has been loads of obviously issues I've had, and I've, you know, discussed them with them, and I've mentioned them in videos when they've occurred. But honestly, from like a new mod experience, like say if this mod did only come out this year, and again, I don't know for certain, but say the mod only came out like the beginning of the year, so we'll give it, say, a generous 9 months so far. From what I've played of Realm of Thrones over the year that I've played like Realm of Thrones, from when I, you know, first saw it on the Reformist, to when I started my own Let's Play, the House Bastards, to literally the last campaign I'm currently doing, or not the last campaign, but the current campaigns I'm currently running, the Realm of Thrones mod hasn't done anything comparatively. Like, the map has had a little bit, I think it's had a retexture, but I don't think it's had, you know, it's got a few new stuff to it. They've added some new scenes, which are really good. But like, okay, the game probably crashed, but for all the things that, yeah, the game did crash. Cool. For all the things they did do, this mod has become something just much better. I'm just gonna leave the game up because I apologize if the black screen, but like the game's crashed and there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do. So this is gonna be the last part, unless I speak to Nox, he's able to help it. But essentially, can make this essentially my feelings because we've got the music to talk to. But as I said, like, the sheer amount of stuff they have done in the time span that I've been aware of it, even if we just we discount saying, oh, you know, we just go from when I first interacted with the mod to now, they've redone the entire map. They've redone cities, they've done scenes, they've added armors, they've added features, they've changed things, they've balanced things, they've changed things again, they've lost stuff, they've moved, they've lost files and had to, essentially redo them and rebuild them, and that, like, the sheer amount of effort I see at every stage is impressive. Like, as mods go, the only real downside to this mod as a YouTuber or a content creator, or whatever the fuck you want to call these people, the people in the space that I work in, is the fact that it uses copyright music and hasn't got for all of the additional like files they have, music isn't a subfolder that you can just tick on and off at will. That is literally the only big critique I have now, because I've already discussed with them the reinforcing feature and my opinion on it, and that, their feedback and stuff. I have given my feedback, and they've given me what they see about it and how they intend to, deal with it, or what they intend to do with it. And it's gone to the point where, honestly, I can't fault the mod for anything anymore. Like, yes, I don't like the reinforced feature still, but obviously I've not played the improved version that they're eventually going to do. I don't know what they're going to do to it. I can't remember, I remember what they've said, but like off the top of my head, I don't remember it. I've got the messages, I can go look if I wanted to, but you get the point. It was literally the only thing that my biggest critique is something that I've already discussed with them, and that they're going to, like, when I'm moved to the newer versions, they're going to, figure out how way to, I don't know how they're going to, I think they're going to just turn the music off for me. I have no clue what it's going to be. Either way, it's one of those things where it's like, they are so responsive, and while I've never bothered reaching out to Realm of Thrones, I can't speak on their responsiveness and, their ability to interact with creators, or whether or not they have really any interaction with creators other than, like, bigger ones like Jackie Fish, maybe the Reformists, people like that, people who are, 10 times the size of my channel. I don't know if they reach out or anything, but it's, just from, like, the actual comparative of progress and, comparing the time span and specifically the sizes of each mod. Like, the Realm of Thrones mod is gigantic in size comparative to this mod, in terms of, like, how big it's been and how long it's been around. And the fact that the Realm of Thrones team just are so passionate and do so much for this, and the fact that they have sister mods and stuff where they're, like, helping each other out and adding features together, giving each other, like, like helping each other where they need to, and they're filling in their gaps and building kind of like a community of modders instead of just building independent mods where, say two people make a mod for Game of Thrones and then they kind of like are bitter about it. Not Realm of Thrones, sorry, Dance of Dragons guys seem to be really much just on the building of communities. It's so amazing, and I've just realized I feel really bad because I can actually see the game even though it's crashed. I've been looking at this really cool picture thinking you guys can see that, and I just forget you can't. So I apologize about, like, kind of discussing this. I'll probably do a proper thoughts video at some point, or maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not really a reviewer, because I'd have to write scripts, and I hate the idea of writing scripts because that involves me writing. And while I like writing, it's not fiction. You get the point. But the point I'm getting at is, like, the general consensus of this mod is, if this is the last part and I'm not able to fix it, though I'm gonna have to, start a new campaign or whatever. Which I won't be doing. I'll be posting a community thing about that, which I meant to do like 3 days ago, but whatever. Generally speaking, though, I want to say this, like, from the bottom of my heart, is like, this mod is the best mod I have played on Bannerlord. It's better than Eagle Rising, it's better than Realm of Thrones, and the only thing, like I said, that dragged it down is the music. And, for all the optimization it's going to eventually get and stuff like that, this game is still in a stage that is so, like, far back comparatively to other mods in terms of, like, how early it is, that I just can't believe this mod is as good as it is already. And honestly, I look forward to Nox and his team bringing this mod even, like, higher and making this mod kind of like the staple of mods for Bannerlord, and having that community where they, not just community with, like, the players of the mod, but the other mod makers that they talk to and they help and they receive help from. It's honestly just amazing, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk about this instead of, even though it crashed, instead of fixing the crash, I'm like, I just want to talk about this because I feel like this is something that I could just talk about without playing the game and just focusing. And I think it's genuinely something that needs to be said. It's, and yeah, I don't really know where to go from that, because again, I'm not really a thoughts type person. I don't really review stuff because I get kind of, if I don't write a script, which I don't like doing, I just ramble. So I'm going to end this here. Let me know what type of stuff you'd like to see in the future, any type of campaigns on this mod, any type of campaigns on Realm of Thrones, I will not be playing any mods that aren't on 1.2.10, so Eagle Rising, until they update it, I won't be touching. But if there's any other games like, you know, outside of Bannerlord, you know, say, you know, RPGs, simulation games, action games, stuff like that. Is there anything you want to see on the channel, let me know. Because I'm going to be trying to, you know, just kind of diversify the content. Still keeping Bannerlord as a core aspect of the channel, but moving on to other stuff as well. But yeah, thank you for watching a blank screen and letting me kind of talk about how much I enjoyed this mod and how much I'm looking forward to it continued improvement. If you enjoy my videos, though, even though this one is not a typical one, please do follow me on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a share. Go get them God yourself if you want to support them. And like I said, check out the work in progress down there as well on the Discord. Join my channel memberships if you want to support me monetarily. I am trying to get back to a point where everything is kind of flowing and even my channel membership videos are starting again. So if you do join the channel membership stuff, let me know what type of channel member content you'd like to see. Or if you are channel members, let me know. But outside of that, have a great day. Join the channel memberships like I said, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys then.